while. It's been a while, Kim Wild. Hello, Kim. So where are we? Give it a few minutes for everybody to join in. This is not the channeling the deceased. This one is your questions and answers. If you are a member. We need another cable. Oh. Hello. Hello, Roxy V. How are you? Sorry, I'm just getting my cable sorted out, Dave. Don't worry about me. Oh. Where are we? Give it a few minutes for everybody to join in. Hello, Jill. How are you? Hello, Nova. How are you? How are you, Dave? Dave says hello. Let's have a bit of homage. Hello, everybody. Hello. How do I become a member? Below 888 something Breezo. It says below join for perks, or there's a button that says join where the tick and well, you can actually smash the thumbs up if you like, but it's either that join button or below that where the little arrow is, it will say join for perks. Peace, love and light, everybody. Oh yes, we need a bit of that. Is anybody struggling out there just lately? What is going on in the sky? My life is crumbled beneath my wings. I don't know what is going on with astrology, but woo, holy shit, I'm having a rough time. I don't think it's been like this for a long time. It's actually calmed down a little bit today. It could be retrograde that finished, which was the 15th, and then we go into like a shadow period, but oh god, it's been terrible. So yeah, if you want to join, okay, then the join button is below, or it's in the show more section. Hi Lisa B, how are you? I have had a very strange week. Oh my word, it has been very odd. Very much so. Suffering through ADHD is not easy. Any of you out there got ADHD? Oh, yes, the retrograde has been very heavy. It has. I've felt awful. Like, I felt all of this very negative energy around me just lately. Like, oh, it's been a difficult one to fight that off. But yeah, and then also suffering through ADHD is not it's not easy. But it is what it is. My emotions were all over the place until yesterday. Yeah, me too. Well, yeah, yesterday was a bit better day. Today I feel better. And now I'm feeling myself again. Very thankful for that. Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's been, yeah, draining also. Lunis, sorry, I'm very bad at names. But, yeah, very heavy feeling, like, can't think, like it's like deafening, but can't even hear anything. It's like so loud but quiet. Like my head is as if there's a hell of a lot of going on, but it's deafening to the point where it's quiet, if that makes any sense. Trying to move for years, being blocked with financial abuse and narc stalker. Any news on that? I'm sorry you are going through that. Okay, Jill, so just while you're all here, I do need to make sure, because this question isn't relating to a person, but this is very important because it has also been coming up in a lot of the Patreon readings and some of the readings that I've just about to put on YouTube. To make sure that if you are dealing with a person, that they do not have mental illness. Because a lot of the messages just lately have been where they are not spiritual answers that you're looking for, it's medical. So a lot of people nowadays can suffer through bipolar, ADHD, okay? So some of the messages that people are looking for, why they keep arguing, are not always spiritual, they are also medical. If a person has mental illness, that is one thing that cannot change. A person cannot change anything about mental illness. Okay, so if you're finding yourself arguing with someone a lot, there can be energy of attention deficit disorder. Very, very, very important to make sure that people get checked up for that before you keep watching loads of tarot wondering why things are never really working out, because it's not always karmic. It can really be mental health. Hi, Michelle, how are you doing? So let's see. Question, Jill. Let's see what's coming up for Jill. What is coming up for Jill? Jill Arlock. So Jill, no news as yet. No news like bad news. Now I don't know if this is about children, but this is a let down, turn down energy and not hearing anything yet. So your question was trying to move for years, being blocked with financial abuse and narc stalkers. Any news on that? I'm sorry. Well, no, this is not looking and not watching. This is like no. So there is no change in that circumstance there. Jill Arlock, what's going on with Jill Arlock? Saturn, healing, maybe something to do with Sag or possible Taurus or low path 5s. Jill Arlock, what's coming up for Jill Arlock? So you got Aquarian energy, so looking forward to the future. Possible movement here. Possible movement. This is movement. This is movement. But if you've been trying to do that for years, Jill, what is it that is stopping you? Financial. Healing for sure. Trying to. Okay, so you do know that you can only heal the soul with a soulmate, right? Has to be a karmic one or a good one. But the only way you heal is with a light worker or a dark worker, regardless. Soulmates are there to heal each other. That's why we trigger and we mirror and we pay back karma. So it has to be with someone, a child, a client, a friend, or a person. If you're isolating yourself away and never speaking to anyone, you're not participating in your karma. Okay? So in order to learn and grow, needs to be interaction with someone. Okay? So as yours is about moving, what is it that is stopping you from doing that, Jill? Because if you've been trying to move for years, what is it that's stopping you? Because it's there. The star. That's also movement. Yes, isolating. Social anxiety. Freezing in survival mode. Well, like I said, the only person that can move, Jill, is you. Trauma is stopping you. Well, like I said, that's a really impossible question, Jill, because it's there. It's up to you if you want to go. If trauma is stopping you, then, well, you can only get rid of trauma if you move from the area. So you're going to have to suck it up and start like, right, I'm going to have to dig in deep, get out there and move and do it. Okay, because if where you're staying is causing more trauma, then you're going to have to dig deep and find that courage to get the fuck up and get out, right? Here. That's what Spirit is saying to you. Because if you're just isolating yourself away, want to move, but you've been trying for years, there's no one else but you that can do that. So that's movement, and that's movement, and so is that. Okay? So it's saying in the cards that it is there possible for you to do so, but if your real question is trauma that's stopping you, it's you dealing with yourself and no one else. So it's you stopping you from doing it. So your question is, do you want to move, Jill? Well, your answer is, well, your question is, are you going to move, Jill? Right? Because a tarot card isn't going to tell you for sure, yes, you're going to move and you have to abide by a tarot card reading. It's saying, your question is, am I going to move? Well, if you want to, it's there. Okay? Tarot cards do not predict your future if you're going to refuse to participate, right? If you like, loads of people have like blamed me on the channel for interacting with my karma, right? Blame me for doing it, but I'm a trier. I'm like 100%. I don't care. I try and 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 I keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. because I'm willing and I'm trying and I'm learning and I'm going forward. Okay, if y'all guys don't do anything, you're not going to get anywhere, right? Okay, God loves a trier. So does karma, right? As long as you keep trying, you got it. You can't give up. You got to keep trying, right? It's the only way you get anywhere is keep trying, right? So Jill, yes, you will move. Jill, right? Let's do it. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Right? Stand up now and stamp your feet like Professor Clump. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Right? Get on the blower. You'll be fine. Right? If you get any trouble, just give me a call. Right? Who's next? Right? So we've got Jill, Roxy B. I think you were next, right? Yeah, I'm very thankful for that. Yeah. So try to move. Right, there we go. It's that and sleeping non-stop, focusing myself at work. Great. Hey, hey. My question was to do with that. Blah, blah, blah. Healing for sure. What is coming up for me and my partner, please? Roxy B. Career, and that hopefully comes up in the reading on YouTube or Patreon. I can't remember with... what's that? He has no, cancer and actually comes up in the reading on YouTube or Patreon. Okay, so let's see, Roxy B. What's Roxy B got coming up, please? Show me Roxy B. So, Ten of Swords, no big... Well, there's... Okay, Roxy B, so my partner, please. So you're with your person, there is your partner. He has no, cancer. Roxy B. What do you want to know, Roxy B, though? What is your question? Bowel cancer. Oh, okay. So did you watch, I take it you watched the twin flame reading where I put bowel cancer, okay, the divine feminine or what they were going through. That's very weird because like 3,000 watched that first one and only 600 people watched the other one. There was a lot of messages in that. Yes, that's what was it. Well, this can be illness here, Roxy. Roxy, what's coming up for Roxy? So yeah, with your partner, but there's obviously something going on with, with that. Pisces. Good news. Yeah, something that is fair and just for you. This can be doctors and hospitals. This could be good news here. Okay. I mean, I don't know the severity of bowel cancer because I don't know anything about it. Obviously, it's a life-threatening disease, right? But can that be treated on? I take it that can, right? Because this is a 3 and this is a 3 and that can represent good news. And then here is justices like doctors, hospitals getting word. Tell me more about what this 3 of Cups is, Spirit. Why is this 3 of Cups here, please, for Roxy? Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know if it's to do with children. This is also like waiting for an answer. I hope so. He has an appointment up on the 31st. Okay, that's a little bit difficult for me to actually answer, Roxy, because it's saying that you're going to get told there'll be some news, right? This is obviously news. But this one is in reverse, but then these two represent like yes, basically. So it's kind of like there'll be an operation, I would say, that's for sure. Okay. I'm kind of looking for like Sagittarian or Aquarian energy clarified by this to mean healing. What is justice? Why is justice here for Roxy? Yeah. So, well, I mean, for me to be able to just turn over a healing card is, there's 30 odd cards in the deck. These do mean good. This means you tackle. Okay, so man's, you know what I'm saying, right? 10 of Pentacles means a good card. 6 means now being able to like get motivated and get moving. And then 10 means up on my feet again and working again, or at least walking again and moving on and moving forward. So like this here means like word of mouth, finding out something that's good news. These kind of mean your husband or your partner, and then being able to like do all of these things at hospital, I would say. Okay. And then all these are pretty much good news of stuff where operation goes and then you can start moving forward back up on my feet. Okay. This definitely, I know, means hospitals and doctors filling out paperwork and all of that sort of stuff, right? So, like, yeah, so good news, because this means bad news or good news. These cards here are good news, right? So everything should be fine there, Roxy. Okay, well, according to the cards, right? Obviously, there's a little bit of pain and struggle going on, trying to wait and find out, but it's kind of coming up, and your cards are saying positive, right? Thank you for, is that a super sticker or is that joining? I think that's a super sticker. Thank you very much, $3.99. Thank you so much. John, thank you. Really do appreciate that. So hi, Insane Justice 13. How are you guys? You're all right? So let's go on with the next question. So yeah, thank you, honey. Thank you, Jill. What is coming up? So I've just done you, Roxy. That's okay. By the way, listen to your not favourite reader last Leo read. Just the beginning, I made comment that she needs to stop being on you. One comment told me to get off crack with high vibration. Yeah. How do I explain all of that? I don't know. I mean, the person could be lying. I really don't know. A lot of people told me a long time ago and a while ago that a load of things were being said about me and my ex, and then that Steve was this and Steve that, and it happened quite a while ago. And then I dropped it, and then a load of people told me that something else was being said as well. So stupidly, Steve decides to react by secondhand information from other people, and it triggered me off, and I got annoyed, and I stood up for myself. But the person denied it and said, I've got no idea what's going on. I don't mind. I don't care. It's just that this is why I've cut off the comment section, because if I don't know these things, because I don't mind, like if people slag me off, I really don't care. Like I don't mind. But what I do mind is when I know that, because then I'm stupid enough to actually retaliate. So I like if any reader or anybody out there ever says anything about me, I don't mind what they say. Like I really don't. I know who I am. Okay. So I'm not one to bite in it, but I am if I hear stuff. So I'd rather not know. Okay. So that's pretty much what happened there. It's all under the bridge. To me, it's all done and dusted. Because I have ADD, you see, I have attention deficit disorder, and I can end up getting angry, and I don't like doing that. Don't lower vibe. Yeah, I know, Jill. Yeah, it's a difficult one, but you know, readers, they do seem to do this. A lot of readers. There's a lot of tarot readers out there, funnily enough, actually don't really like each other. And isn't that weird? Isn't that strange how people just can't seem to get on? But I think it's just because of popularity and subscription rate and stuff, and the difference of like, you know, how I'm teaching you and how I'm telling you, and you don't agree with me, and what your method, what you do is different than mine, and I don't like that. And people are just human, man. That, you know, so I would rather not have anything to do. The only person I really like is John. I really hope JDS Tarot comes back. What a sweet guy, man. I really do hope that he comes back. And I like Halo Moon Tarot because she doesn't really say anything much. She just gets on with the reading, and she's a very sweet woman. And I don't really interact, but if I ever did watch anybody, it would be more than likely kind of like that, really. But JDS Tarot for me was such a fantastic guy. And he reached out. So if you guys don't know, he probably doesn't want everybody hounding him, but he didn't die. He is alive. Okay, but he was very sweet enough to actually reach out and say, Steve, you know, I'm fine. Okay, just to let you know that I'm actually fine, just taking a break, right? So I really respected that. So if any of you guys are worried about JDS Tarot, he didn't actually die. He is alive. He just wants to stay away from YouTube for a while. Which, to be quite honest with you, I don't blame him, you know. because it's not easy. It is very difficult running a channel, because you become very close with your clients and people, right? And then some people can say some very nasty things. I told him to reach out to you. Oh, right, really? Okay, he may have read that then. Yeah, he did reach out, but it was in a very old, an old reading. But again, you see, this is no one's fault. But again, you see, I was being contacted at the time by everybody saying to me, JDS Tarot died, I think, right? And he hadn't, right? And there was loads of controversy about whether he had died or not. So do you see the dangers of what can be caused by people jumping to conclusions and then other people hearing it and then adding a little bit of what they may think or feel on? And, you know, this is the problem between channels, is that, you know, something's happened, what's happened, let's go and find out, let's say, you know, and then let's go back and say, and it's no one else's fault, but it's what happens, you know, the truth gets obscured along the way. You do, yes, it is literally only $2 or $3 though, and sorry, I can't read your name. Glessel? Giseli? Sorry, I am so bad with names. Yeah, there's a join button below. It's like $2 or $3 to join. You get questions and answers, and then I also channel deceased loved ones as well when we do that one. But at the moment, this is just about reading and a chat. So, who was next? Hello, Steve. I'm, I think... did you join though, Larice? Have to be in green. Insane Justice, yes. If you're in green, you can get questions. Sorry, my question got cut off. What was your question then? So the next one I've got here that is in green with a star is Shamia. Hi Steve, I was wondering if it was worth it for me to pursue this 9/11 disaster job that I'm testing for on the 25th of the month. Wow, that sounds like an interesting job then. So what's that involving? I mean, I would definitely say yes. That sounds like a really good job there. Well, at least you would learn something there. Good on you. Do I have a PO box? The only reason I don't have a PO box is because it costs a hell of a lot of money. I don't know, depending if I trust you or not, but you can reach out on below, and I can probably give you my address maybe. But like below is Discord, and you can all chat on Discord. So, but I don't have a PO box as such because it costs a lot of money for a PO box. But you can reach out on Discord and Shamia. What a lovely name. Shamia. Should she pursue the job? Yes. Yeah, I mean, this is the job, Shamia, if I'm hopefully pronouncing your name right, but Spirit will know. So this is the job, and this is the thinking about training, going to college or training for it. But should you do it, well, you know, Spirit can't never really tell you yes or no. It can tell you that it's there as such, because you can't ever get yes or no's. You can only get, like, I've took an action, and how is that now reacting to the action I've took? You have to take a path for it to come up. Shamia. Because like when tarot relates with people, right, it relates to you because you're going through something, right? Because you're arguing, or you've split up, or so there you go, Shamia. So it is saying about this job, it could be very lucrative for you. It sounds like a very good job there. What are they doing with that? The 911 dispatcher job. Yeah, I mean, you're going to hear like loads of cool stories, man. Like, I would love to do something like that. But yeah, this is like working. It's there. You'll probably need to train for it a little bit. Okay, but yeah. And if you get in with the police, you can send them my way and show them my channeled messages. When we do the deceased loved ones and we figure crimes out. Shamia. Yeah, there could be a lot of conflict of whether you're actually going to do this or not here. Because this is you trying to avoid it, but wanting to go into it, but also trying to avoid it, Shamia. And this is not knowing. So what was your question again? I was wondering if it was worth it for me to pursue it. I mean, these are conflicted cards here. Tell me why this Seven of Swords is here. Because this should be going to get the job, right? The Seven of Swords should mean, like, you know, I'm going, you know, I've made my mind up and I'm going to get it. But it's kind of like, you're like, harumph. Like, I really don't know whether I should or not. Because, you know, there could be a lot of work to do, and it could be very argumentative there. Because it could be, because it's disaster dispatch. Like, it's going to be very busy, and it's going to be, you know. What's this Seven of Swords for Shamia? Yeah, the opportunities there could be very lucrative. This job could be very lucrative here. This dispatch 911 call centre. Why is this Four of Cups? Are you a Scorpio by any chance? Another yes card. Five of Swords. Okay, I don't know if you're arguing with an ex though, in relationship wise. But as far as the job's going, yes. The job, yes, that's that. I don't know if you've got anything else going on in your life, Shamir, around your love life here. Could be a few arguments with parents, ex-husband or wife, or, okay, children involved, and like arguments going on there, separate from the job section. I agree. I think I need to take a risk because my current job is a dead end and I'm so isolated. Yes, Shamir, go for it, sweetheart. Do that. It's saying yes. It's saying that it will be lucrative. This is saying if you decide to go into the job, you will get the Ten of Pentacles. So it'll be a very good outlet for you. And it will also be something else to, man, you'll be focused on so much stuff going on in that job. That must be like a really good one. So try that. I don't know if you've got anything else going on with your life. I have a lot going on in my love life right now. Yeah, there you go. It's pretty much like mine, an absolute shit show. There you go, right? It's just argumentative. Like, what I was trying to say to people, it's very important to find out whether anybody has ADD. This is my attention deficit disorder card. And this is also my attention deficit disorder card. This is abandonment, but Five of Wands and Five of Cups can also mean sabotage and abandonment. But this means attention deficit disorder. Two people not paying attention to this person that wants attention. So it means attention, mental health. This means not paying attention to where I'm going because I can't see because I have mental health. I'm paying more attention to this instead of in front of me. So attention deficit, right? So you guys, very important message to know. Some things are not spiritual, they are mental. Okay, attention deficit disorder. So it's very important for you and your partners to get checked. Because if you are arguing, you're arguing with someone that has mental health. And I do not want people to argue with people that have mental health because it comes up as bullying. Okay, so very important that your karmic cycles may not be spiritual answer. They can be medical answered. Okay, very important, because if they're medical answered, your spiritual question is that it is spiritual because you're getting it from a spiritual person telling you. mental health. What you do with that is up to you. But if you keep arguing and people have mental health, it's not fair on people that have mental health, because it's not nice. Just saying. So there you go, Shamir. Go for the job. I think you will enjoy. Hi, Steve. Can you tell me if my husband will reconcile with my dad? Ooh. There's a new question. There's a number 2. Thank you for joining. Charity Norman, come on down. Come and ask a question. Thank you for joining. So let's see. Who have we got? Oh, have you joined, Kelly? Because your name's not in green, sweetheart. Your name needs to be in green. And it needs to have a star next to it. Keely. Kelly? Kelly. Kelly, did you join? Hi, Michelle. How you doing? Good afternoon, Sarah. I'm just waiting to hear back from Kelly CRYNS. I sent a sticker. Oh, did you? Ah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do it that way. Yeah, if you'd have joined though, you'd have got more for your money. But I can do it that way. But yeah, if you join, it's actually cheaper than that. And you get a lot more, because you get throughout the whole month, you get, well, there's videos all over there to learn from. There is channeling the deceased if you have deceased loved ones when I go live. And then there's also constant questions when I go live too. So it's up to you though, Kelly, but thank you for doing that. I will do your question, but it would have been cheaper for you to actually join. But let's see. I suppose I should have stated that if I have new people coming on, they don't all know. So it's not your fault. Kelly, so where have we got your question again, Kelly? Kelly, can you tell me if my husband will reconcile with my dad? So what is your husband's name? Kelly, what is your husband's name? I'm not doing deceased loved ones today, Roxy. No, I will do it next time. I've been just waiting for all the calm to get over and done with. I felt so shit for all this retrograde stuff and all of this. Oh my God, my head's been a mess. So yeah, when I'm up for channeling, I will do that. But I've really needed to keep my head down because I've been going slightly crazy. Like I think we all have through this time, right? Let's see. Nate. Tell me what's coming up for Nate, please. Wants to know about reconciliation with father. Well, it's there, but I mean, someone's going to have to speak, like, because I'm calling out his name, but someone's going to have to speak. Hi, Firefly, you're right. Thank you. Blessings to you too. Someone's going to have to speak there, Kelly, okay? Because someone's waiting to reconcile with family, but all it's showing me is that two human beings are mirroring each other with not speaking. So which one can get past their ego and reach out first? That's the question. That's what you want to know, but that's what it's showing me. Is the answer is that probably both of you are mirroring, or them, okay, Nate, are actually waiting to reconcile with one another. Which one cracks first? The chicken or the egg? Right? Let's see. Yeah, not speaking. Yeah, don't know. Nope. There's a possible chance, but again, they're both sticking their heels in and acting like men and women. My father reached out with a letter and there was no response from Nate. Okay, well, there you go. That's a no, and that's a no. Maybe in the future these cards do represent like well, that's a 4, but that's opening up from a 4 because it's a 1 and a 3. So that means the 4 of Cups opening up to the 3. That does mean in the future that there could be, but again, he may have to try again because this is not speaking and this is not speaking. Okay, sent a message, don't know if it's been seen or not. This means, well, it can mean that I haven't seen it or I didn't get it. Right, I can never really tell, but do they have a phone? Like a phone, like can you not get on a blower? What's the star here for? Yeah, that's communication, that's telecommunications. Try to find them on Facebook or a telephone number. He got it, there you go. So that is telecommunications. Here it's called BT. Okay, telephone line. I'm on the telephone line. If you do, there's good news. He may not have actually got the letter, because this can mean I didn't receive it, I haven't seen it. That's like, you know, I've seen it. That's, I haven't seen it, right? It says it in the card. Look, I'm looking at it, I can see it. I didn't even get it, I haven't even seen it, I haven't read it. Okay. So, but this does mean communication and telephone. Hello, human being. Would you like to be more like an adult than a child? Do not say it this way though, but again, it's that, you know. Humans, grown-ups actually act more like children than children do. This is why I much prefer kids than I do adults. But like, I mean, it's true though, right? But like, you know, there is possible chance that they can speak and unite and get back together if there's a telephone call. Both of these are 8s. They both mean future energy of telephone call. Okay? So there is a good chance, but I don't think he got the letter. Okay? Or hasn't had time to respond to it yet. Could be both. Hey Angel, how you doing? Crack me up. Well, it's true though, right? It's true, Roxy. Y'all telling me that it's not easier to get on with a child than what it is getting on with an adult? Jesus Christ. I mean, why is it that adults spat and cry like kids? Oh, argue like children. Right? And they don't. Like, it's worse than a child, an adult. I'm going to roll another fag. Definitely, where it's right. I mean, let's have it right. You know, do people want me to lie or do you want me to tell you the truth? Because I should tell you the truth. It gets me into trouble a lot of the time. So Sonia, have you paid? So if you are new and you want a question, you have to come up in green with a star, which means that you've either had to have joined or you've joined now. But the join button is below and it will come up on the screen and it will say, oh, so-and-so has just joined. It's only $2 or $3. There are teaching videos over there as well. And then you also get access to me when I channel deceased loved ones when I do those videos. And they're really good because you get your messages from spirit, from your loved ones there. All for the price of $3. I think it might be less than that, I don't know. So the Crook Towel, hello. For Penelope, messages about my new relationship, please, Steve. Oh, you're in a new relationship, Penelope. Ooh, I'll get you with a new number 2. Will one of us be able to travel to the other soon? It's another one of those questions, Steve. How long is a piece of string? Let's see. Penelope, what's coming up for Penelope? Penelope pit stop. Oh, well, not yet. They might be having to save some money, but wanting to move for, oh damn, you're going to have some freaky time. It's slightly blocked at the moment, so these means no and no. Okay, because you're looking for a yes answer, right? But both these mean no. And this means I'm dying for a jump, Dave. Right? So I want to go forward, but I can't. There's something stopping me at the moment. It's either money or not being able to do so. Whichever that is, but that's a no, can't do it yet. Saving money or something stopping you. And then the King of Wands is like, but I want to rip your clothes off, Dave. Penelope, what's coming up for Penelope? Oh, Three of Swords, but it hurts me so for art thou. It hurts me so for art thou, that I want to be with thee. Where are you? I want to come and see you now. I need you. Penelope. Oh my word, Penelope, what is going on? You got so many things stopping you from going. I don't know what they are. Because this means it hurts. I can only speak to you, but I want to come and travel, but I can't. I want to come and travel, but I can't. I want to come and travel, but I can't. You're a distance. So what I need to know, Penelope, the Crook's Tale, is what is it that is stopping you? Because if it's finances, it ain't just going to fall on your lap, sweetie. Okay. Diane. Oh, well, you're right. Abraham. It's Diana. I know. I can remember you. From South Africa. Wow. I don't know how to play. Sure you do. Join button below. There's a join button below. It says join. Or in the show more section, it says join for perks. No, this one isn't Patreon though. This one is different than Patreon. Diana Abrahams, come on down. So, Crooked Towel, there you go, lol. You got us pegged here. There is a couple of obstacles, but we're determined. Yeah, well, it feels like that. This is a relay race, and you can't jump over it. Why can I not get over this hurdle? Because it isn't time yet, Dave. Right? So, divine timing is showing you that the timing isn't right yet. There's a wanting, and there's a trying, but there's a not happening. So, when? Well, how long is a piece of string? That's your question that you want to know that I can't answer. You'll need to join Sarah. You got to come up in electric green with a star on it. Show me what happens after this world, Spirit. Oh my word. Oh. Well, at least you might get some Duracell for a little while and sort of, you know, I'm just saying, you know, I mean, how much do you want me to divulge in here? Right? You might be like thinking, right? So, like, you know, self-sorting energy. Still waiting to travel. Hi, Debs. How are you? Yay, Debbie's here. Tell me everything you see. Okay, a vibrator. Your hole. Now, if that isn't that, then this is an awakening. It's things having to go through self-sorting energy. Well, yeah, it's kind of like I'm dripping like a fuck fridge and I can't wait to get to you. But as I can't, well, we have FaceTime. Yeah. How much info do you want? Right, this could be a generator or it could actually be Duracell batteries. If y'all guys get yourself a nice big generator, fill it up with gas or diesel, man, y'all go for days. Right here, so oh my, it's like sitting on the spin cycle. So that's definitely what those two mean. Me ovulars are ovulating. Okay, so there you go with your twin flame heat and your warmth and your fantasizing energy. Go on, girls. Y'all like make me laugh. When a psychic can see your own sex life, right? What the neighbours would say. But this is still like, there's another hurdle. Like it's just kind of like this wanting and wanting, trying, but Everything we try fails at the moment, right? So I really can't see much movement, but I can see more hurdles and self-pleasure. It's a good job I don't get easily embarrassed, isn't it? I'm really in love. Ah, everybody in the comment section, come on, let's get it. A fire sign and then ah. The crook tail is in love. That is so adorable. Come on, I want everybody to go, ah, that is so lovely. But I love you, Jenna. There we go. Blessings. I hope it soon happens for you. But at the moment, I just can't see it happening because there seems to be hurdles. I'm a widow, 13 years, so it's pretty special. Of course it is. Love is a special thing. If you can find that special person, then, well, I always believe love will always find a way, right? Will always find a way to your heart. When it does, well, my experience is it normally gets broken. But let's not look on the downside, right? But yeah, love will always find a way to you because it's destiny. It's supposed to happen, right? That's why it finds its way to you. And if it doesn't, that's because, well, it's not meant to be. Thank you, Debbie. I do have some people that care. It's good to know that you guys haven't fucked off anywhere and that you're still sticking in there with me. Which tier do I join? So, okay, so it's not Patreon, Sarah. It's the join button below, right? So where it's got an up and a down thumb, on the way down there, give the thumbs up a smash, and just on the same bar, it will say join. And if that doesn't work, where the little arrow is, where Patreon is the first one that you come to that should say join for perks. If any of my moderators or anybody in here, it doesn't matter whether you're a mod, can get that link and just copy it and paste it in the section there, it'll be helpful. Because I don't know if there is anything that is in the bottom of this video or not. It should be. But as soon as you open up the Angelica, so I don't know if you can copy and paste the link to the join button. It should say join for perks, and there should be a little URL, and then post it somewhere here in the chat window. I make you laugh. That's good. All the time. I can't always afford Patreon, but well, that's fine, Roxy. It doesn't matter. But on here, it's good. It's cheap, and it helps a little, or just watching, and I don't know, as long as it gives you satisfaction. It just kind of depends on what sort of satisfaction it gives you. You know what I mean? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So, do we have any other questions? I'm trying. So, Sarah, I don't know if you actually figured it out, but below this video, and if you can't find it on this one, it will be on all of the others, because I'm not sure if all of the description follows me when I do live readings until I turn it off. But below this video or any of the others, in the show more section where the little arrow is, there'll be a thing that says join for perks, and then a little URL. You got to click on it and then join, pay and join. But it is not Patreon. To get these ones, it's not Patreon. Okay, it's completely different than it is. Patreon is the tarot card readings for the weeklies and star signs and the monthlies. There you go. I think we've sorted it. So the link is there in the comment section. What would I do without my moderators, eh? I should be all set up. If I had a laptop, I could do it from here myself, but you need an Italian to sort things out. I do need an Italian. What are you saying? Yeah. Italian, no? Steve, hello, Steve. Yeah, I need a secretary, fiance. Capricorn. We never did have our what happened to you anyway? Because you paid for a chat and we never did have it. What's it like in Italy at the moment? Is it warm? Flooded? Is it? Flooded in Italy? How on earth do you get flooded in Italy, Dave? Fucking hot. Flooded in Italy? Dramatic week. Really? What's happened then? You had I haven't really watched the telly. Oh, I don't really watch telly. Not here in Tuscany. Oh wow, I've heard of Tuscany. But in Bulgaria. Oh well, okay. I've heard of that as well. A real disaster. Wow, really? Oh no, that's awful. Hello from England. Hello from Florida. 100. Oh wow. Oh, I hope you're all right. I think I did hear of that actually, a while ago. Like loads of people got buried under like a rubble. I think it was like a tornado or something, or a what do you call it? Like a mountain exploding. Loads of rubble collapsed and earthquake. One of my clients from London was over somewhere quite a few months ago, and that happened. Yeah. Yeah, that might have been the same place. I think it was, yeah. Loads of children and people underneath the rubble and all sorts of stuff. That must be horrible. Bless your heart. Climate change makes the things... Oh, yeah, I bet. Yeah, because it must get really hot and then really cold, right? So I don't think we've got any more questions. Oh. Well, I'm soon going to have my tea then. I think we got through what questions there were. I do have Cash App, yeah. Are we allowed to make a donation to get a question answer? Okay, so there, Stoned Empath Tarot, there is a link that my moderator just posted there. And if you join, you get loads more than just a question. You get a whole month's worth of channeling the deceased when I do those readings live. You also get tarot card questions and answers when I go live. There's also teaching videos. Because I am soon going to get off the air. It's very difficult going live when Americans are all still at work, or because it gets too late for me. So it looks like it's all gone quiet out there. What's up, Roberta? How you doing? What you rolling? We are doing people that have joined for their monthly questions and answers. But I will go live another time, but if you've already had one, then... Yeah, that does work out really well because we end up drawing these. Last time there was 3 people that told me that this one was true because they got shot 3 times. And I got pictures sent on Facebook with people that are on my Facebook, and they sent me 3 pictures of a person's leg that got shot 3 times and they died, unfortunately. 3 characters. That one came true. This was a name. So that was true for 3 people where that resonated. And then this one resonated with God knows how many people here. Because this was a face I see, this was a car, heart attack and stopped in a car. Martin, Tim, 23 and 5, ice skating, swimming. Yeah, there's loads that were coming up in that one. That was a really good reading, that one, because that was... We went full circle. It was very weird. Ralph, also Rachel. Hey Lynn, how you doing? Hey Lynn, how you doing? So how the channeling the dead works, I go live like this, but this one obviously says tarot readings, and then when you see one that says channeling the dead, I basically just start channeling the dead. And then I start drawing pictures and calling names, and I ask what spirit wants to come forth, and if they do, they will, and if they do, I start drawing and speaking names. And then normally some people have had messages that just come along later, but you have to join in order to get them, and you can put your intentions out and hopefully the spirit comes and gives you your messages. So yeah, pretty much what happens is I'll just decide whether to, like, you know, go live or not, whether, because I have to have the strength in order to do it. I've got to be in the mood to do it. I've got to have the time to do it as well, where I haven't done loads of readings all day and I've been really busy. Like, I like to make sure that I'm up for it, and then when I am, which is normally every other night, hopefully, I'll just turn on the camera and start channeling the deceased, and I'll draw pictures and call their names. Like I said, if you remember, you'll get notified even more, I think. But, like, you know, you have to watch the live readings So you have to go across where it says live, Steve, you know, for me, videos, live, the discussion page, playlists, blah, blah, blah. Go across for where it says lives, and you'll see all of the live videos that I've ever done. And you may even have a message in there. $23. Yeah, there. 23. I don't know whether anybody got that message or not, but it's 23 there. So I think the picture says mum in it. The icon says mum. It's one of the lives, but there's two videos that look the same. But yeah, 23. December 23rd. Yeah, some of you guys may have come up in that, because I normally just ask for spirits to come forward, and I start channeling them. And then I say, is anybody out there that's relating to this name, this story, this person, this scenario? And some people don't respond, but then some people responded later when they've watched it. But all I ask of you is the fact that you join. If you get your messages, you join. So when again will I be doing that? Well, hopefully maybe tomorrow, I'd say. Maybe tomorrow or the next day. Like if my night becomes very busy and I'm going out, I'm not able to do this, because if I do it in the morning, you guys are just not going to be up. You're not going to be watching it. Don't forget, like I'm 5 or 6 hours ahead of you guys. So when you're feeling all energetic and everything, I'm sort of like winding down, ready to go to bed. Because I've also been doing readings all day, private ones, Patreon ones, and YouTube ones, and so I try my best, you know. But you can always watch them. Like I said, you can always watch them once they've gone live to see if you've got a message, because I can never stop a spirit. If I'm asking a spirit to come forward and it wants to, and it does, it will come out through that reading. And there may be messages there for you that some people have missed, okay? But it's good when you come on and you're live, because then I can interact and say, right, is anybody relating to this story, this name, this date? And then if you say yes, then I can grab you through the chat and say, ah, right, okay, that's relating to that. And then I'll ask them to say more. And it's funny how it works. But it does. Nocturnal, yeah. Oh, so I think we're going to call that it, guys, for tonight, because I think the majority of people have had their questions. So I made it. Oh, wow, there you go, Elizabeth. Just in the nick of time, because I nearly ended the show. Thank you for joining. There we go. Lynn, way. So, Elizabeth, you've caught me live. What do you want to know? Hey, Vernie, how you doing? Thank you for coming. If you guys would like questions and answers, my moderator has posted a link in the chat. You'll just have to scroll through it. There should be a link a few times, and it's only $2 or $3 for you to have deceased loved one channeling when I do that. And also tarot card readings like now. And then there's other stuff over there for you too. Do I have a job coming? Well, I take it that you've done the steps in order to apply for it, right? Elizabeth Radford. Possibility. Job question, or will I win the Mega Millions? No. No winning the Mega Million. Well, I don't know, there's a 1 in a million chance. Elizabeth Radford, what's coming up for her, please? Well, there's waiting. So I'm not seeing what represents a job in tarot. Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of wandering and waiting. I just really need to make sure that you're out there applying, right? Elizabeth Radford. Oh, you got something going on with a king and a queen. Are you married or someone? You got a counterpart here. Searching and searching. I need a real vacation, Steve, maybe. Yeah. I think we went over that in your reading, right, Deb? No single. As can be. Well, you got a king and a queen here. Well, that can mean a partnership of a job. Can mean going into a job of a partnership here then, I suppose. But a lot of your other cards are like undecided and when. Elizabeth Radford. Well, there's trying your best there, but I would really look at like a 3 of Cups of good news and then positive cards to follow. What does this Queen of Wands represent for Elizabeth? 3 of Swords. Are you divorced or something going on with parents or family here? Parents or family. It's also looking for a new place to live or can be stability, but it's, you see, it's clarified by the 3 of Swords that really represent a no. And that says yes, and then this is no, yes. So it's the sense that makes none. Just got done with court. Shit with an X. There you go. I was going to say, that's like division bell. That's division of assets between an ex. Yeah. Ex-husband, ex-wife. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, that's the division of assets. So what is the 7 of Wands? Sorry, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's more of a no answer really of waiting, Elizabeth, like getting frustrated and waiting. You know, me, I don't know. If I was another tarot reader, maybe they would say raise your vibration and you might get one. Nah, preordained destiny. You know, we get what we get and that's it, you know, because it's all preordained. It's all mapped out for you. You have free will, sure, but you know, you can go into something and it be absolutely crap and then you leave and you go back to square one again. You know, you get a job, you don't like it, you leave and then you wait for another one. It's a repetitive cycle of spirit giving you free will to go back to the beginning. That's why we have linear time. So we wait until that specific time comes up where it feels good. You've got a lot of energy here that really isn't feeling like it's happening. Just going with the flow and doing what I can do. Yeah, that's all you can do, Elizabeth. You know, I believe, a lot of people believe in, if you write it all down and you practice and you do all of this and you do all of that and you pray to God and you do all of those things, then things might happen. If you believe in it, do it. Okay? Me, I don't. Right? So I believe in a preordained destiny. I believe if it's happening for a reason. There's a good reason why. So you have to learn patience, right? So, you know, I believe that we're all destined to be with the partner and people that we meet and the jobs that we go to. It's there for us already. You know, it says in your chart, are you going to be rich? Are you going to be famous? Or are you not? You know, all of the rich and famous stars have all had theirs done. And people have done all of their, you know, their astrology chart. And it says in their chart they're going to be extremely successful because it says in their chart. So it tells you, it's mapped. It's a map of the planets and the stars and time. So it's all preordained. Everything. What's this Eight of Cups? Because this is also getting over the shit show that you've also just gone through, Elizabeth. I don't know if you're a mum, but this is also like providing, but it's also like paying bills and like needing, you know, just surviving energy there. This King of Wands is still here, which can be the ex-husband, the King of Wands. Still caught where you've been to court already. That's looking. So if we look at this as a job, Elizabeth, that's looking for a job. Like it's, you know, looking, still applying, maybe training being involved if there is a job. Training up for it, which means that it can be around this area here. I just can't ever tell you when. What is this Two of Swords? Because you might get this opportunity that comes up, right, where it says, okay, there is a job that comes up, and you get one and you think, right, am I capable of learning that training? Because they might say, you know, we've got a job for you at, I don't know, McDonald's, can you flip burgers? And you think, fuck that, Dave, I ain't flipping burgers, right? So you flip off. But it's another job that says, okay, you know, we'll put you through training, do you want to do it? And then it's going to be up to you. You'll need to make a decision, but it could be a strong foundation that you could have. Watch the Ten of Cups, then you'll be happy. Yeah, there's the money. So it is coming up for you. It is coming up. This is where it is here. It's here. It'll be something that comes up where you'll think, oh, I might be able to do that because I might need a little bit of training, but I can do that. That's feasible for me to do. It's possible. So, you know, would you like the job? Come in for an interview. Hello, Elizabeth. Oh, hello. Blah, 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 so on and so forth. Do you think you'll be able to do this? I might need a little bit of training, but are you okay? Yeah, great. Right. Learning, that means researching. Researching on how to do the job. Learning as you go on. Strong foundation. Here comes the money, Dave. Right. So, yes, it is coming up for you. Yay. When? I just don't know. I just don't know what to do with linear time. So we've got new people here. You're right, Jenny. Jenny. How you doing? Can I ask a question? Of course you can ask a question if you've joined. Just as I was about to like stop, everybody's come on. Do you do me? Really, I have to go for a bit, but I am back. Okay, Insane Justice. What is your name, Insane Justice? You tell me. What are you saying, Dave? You tell me. No, you're not all right, Jennifer. Janine. Insane Justice. What's going on with her? I need your name. Jenny, Libra, reading. My Pisces, Jovan. Jenny. What's going on with Jenny, please? Children. Or not talking. Jenny. Jenny. Providing. Looking after. Libra. Undecided. Leo. But I need a little bit more than that of other than what's going on, because I need to know your dynamic of letting you know. Hey Danielle, how you doing? Danielle, what's going on? What's the matter you? Hey, what are you gonna do? Hey. How does this work? My moderator has posted a link, and so yeah, in the chat somewhere on here, if you just scroll through, it'll be a link and it says join. Or you can look below and it says join, or it says join for perks. There's the link. Thank you. Angelica. So where were we? Jenny. So I'm waiting for your reply, Jenny. What is this about? Like, I need to know, like, okay, so when it comes to a question, right, you need to explain to a tarot reader what your problem is. Like, what is it that you're going through, so they can look for change from what you're going through to look for the change in that, because then they can also give you advice of what they're seeing in the cards, right? So it isn't really about a question of what I need to ask. It's really about what I'm going through, that I'm looking to see if there's any change in it, in the circumstance, right? If you want questions, you have to join the link. You have to come up in green. Not yet, Janine. I'm trying to get through to Jenny, which is Insane Justice 13. I don't know, Insane Justice, Jeannie. There's a lot of yes and no's. There's a relationship here. There's stress and worry about it. I don't know. I mean, are you looking for a question of like reconciliation? Are you with the person? Thank you for joining. There we go. When? Cool. That's a time gap there. I would try and change your question there, Lynn. So this waiting, I've been for my love partner. When will I physically find him? That's an open-ended question, that one. That's like impossible. Tarot reader's never going to be able to give you the truth of that one, not really. So, if I don't hear back from you, Insane Justice, I'm going to have to move on, because I don't know what, like, I don't know how I can help you here, because I don't know what your scenario is. You like, so because you've just said, so basically there's caring, maybe a child, no movement, undecided, a strong connection, feeling optimistic but feeling down. So rejected, waiting on an answer about a relationship, but it's more stressful than anything else. I'm sending my questions. Okay. Oh. Is he alive? What? Sorry, is he alive? I don't know. I'm gobsmacked. Like, I can't answer that question. I want to know, is this... Like, is who alive? What's his name? Jeff? He's in jail. Yeah, we did this. We went over this before, Jenny. I came up with this before in prison, didn't I? I think you said it's going to be a long time before he gets out, and I said, well, it's up to you whether you wait or not. Like, Joven, they're still waiting. Like, it's still the same scenario. What's this 5 of Cups for? No, it's blocked. Yes, but he hasn't contacted me. No, it's because he's blocking. He's blocking you off here. So I don't know why, but yeah, the reason why you're not hearing from him is because he's not answering, he's not listening. He's blocking. It's making you wait. Like I said, I'd move on if I was you. Like, you know, when does he get out of prison? I think we went over this before. When does he get out of prison? Seven of Pentacles. Because he could be thinking, I'm not going to keep you waiting that long. I don't know why. I can never tell you why. I can just tell you that he's blocking you. You know, finding out why is down to you. I can tell you that you're waiting to try and hear or go and see. Well, just go and see him then. This could be you like getting fed up of waiting and going, Six of Swords, going towards to find out what's going on, like physically going to the prison and asking for a visit here, finding out why he's not answering. Six of Cups. Still a long time, but he's okay though. Well, yeah, he's not. I'm not seeing any signs of him dying. No, but blocking, yes. But we haven't got the death card, and we haven't got the judgment card. Judgment and death card mean death, like physical death. I haven't got either of those cards that could even say represent the possible. But there's, like I said, it's if you're not hearing by trying to call and he's not answering the phone, your only other option is to go and ask for a visit here, like waiting and going to the prison or trying to get I don't know, because I've never been to prison or met anyone in prison. So, but I think you get a piece of paper, right, and you ask for a visit, right? It's visitational, right thing. There's a possibility there then, but it's going to take movement. But I'm not seeing him dying or being dead. No, blocking, yes, but he's in prison. He's in prison. It can't be a great time, right? So, you know, he might not want you around that area. He might not want you to know what's going on with him in prison because it's not a great time for him. You know, he's going to be being a guy and he's going to be trying to survive. So sometimes, as far as I know, people in prison, they're kind of like, I don't want to get you involved. I don't want you coming to see me because I don't want you to see me like this. It could be that, you know, but for some reason he's chose to block you. And that's the reason why he's not answering. Well, the reason is his. All right, so now the time has gone on. Who's next? I've got loads more, and I'm at some point I have to stop it. Okay, so Christina, where is your question? No worries. Don't need the green star to have a question answered. Christina, you are in green. You are in green, Dave, so you can ask your question. So, Lynn, the person I was talking to has stopped communicating for 2 days. I want to know if he has any intentions. He was supposed to arrive this week. Okay. So can I have, well, let's see. So Lynn, what's going on with Lynn, please? So it's waiting. Have you tried ringing the geezer? Yeah, for some reason he's not talking. Well, he's not answering the blower, Dave. Like, he's not picking up. He's not answering. I don't know why. Lynn, you're new here. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. Lynn. Oh, dear sweetheart. Well, I don't know. It seems like he's not answering for some reason, and you're waiting for him to pick up or answer at least the phone or arrive. But it doesn't seem like he's doing so. And it's hurting you, Three of Swords, and now you're wondering maybe that he has other options. How well do you know this geezer? Oh, okay. You've listened for a couple of years. All right, okay, thank you. How well do you know this geezer, Lynn? Because he's not speaking. And, like, you're single here, but you've got a connection, but for some reason he's not participating in it. I can't tell you exactly. Well, I probably can in a minute, but we've spoke for 2 years. I take it that you've like. I have to ask this, Lynn. It's, you know, don't feel embarrassed or anything, but there's now queerer than folk, sweetheart, right? So I get this a lot. You have like seen him on a FaceTime, right? That's really important, because I do get a lot of people that haven't actually seen people, and they've spoken to them for emails and phones, but they're not actually seen them, right? I need to make sure that you've done that bit, right? I have not FaceTimed. Okay, well, that's dangerous. That's called a catfish, sweetheart. That happened to me too. So don't worry about it. But, you know, it's very, very, very dangerous and very important that you see the person that you've been speaking to. Now, you don't have to feel ashamed. I was speaking to 2 people in the past that I never even see their face. And I went over to Australia without seeing the person's face, right? So don't worry about it. I also spoke to someone for 6 months and I never see their face, right? So very, very important lesson that Steve's been through. So I can equivocally tell you, if you have not seen this geezer's face in 2 years and he's not speaking, you want to forget it. Don't be embarrassed. No. Don't be embarrassed. It's fine. Don't be embarrassed, because trust me, I'm not embarrassed, and it's happened to me, and I'll tell everybody everything. Trust me. Right? I went all the way over to Australia, and I was speaking to someone for 6 months without doing FaceTime, and I spent all that money going over to see this bird in Australia, and she was 15 years older than what she actually said that she was, for a start. She didn't look anything like a picture, and she was a raving lunatic, right? And I had to run from my life in Australia because she abandoned me in the middle of nowhere because she was a loony, right? No word of a lie. Another person speaking to them for 6 months, right? Big, huge connection, twat flame connection, but would refuse blatantly to show her face on camera, even though I wanted to, right? So please do not feel embarrassed, because it's fine. You're right, Penny. How you doing? So you don't have to feel embarrassed. It's fine. But trust me, if you've watched what do you call it? Netflix, right? Where it's telling you about these catfishes and what they do. A catfish is also plays the long game, right? It's called wasting your time. That, like, I learned this one. Like, a catfish is normally known as asking you for money, right? But a different kind of catfish can be someone that does the casting out, right? But they do that very slow release energy where they just draw you in and draw you in and draw you in and draw you in and just waste your time. Like, it's a different kind of catfishing energy. It's like wasting your time. They may not even be that person that they're portraying themselves to be. They're just getting some sort of kick out of champagne of having someone there, but they have no intentions of actually showing themselves. That's probably why he hasn't turned up. That's why what happened to me. She was supposed to turn up after 6 months. The promise was there. And then on the last day, she pulled out because she realised that she had to physically show her face. Would refuse to do so. So it ended very badly, because I'd wasted 6 months, right? So don't feel embarrassed. I wasted 2 or 3 years. So when or where will I find my partner? Well, for a start, you're going to have to kind of get over this one first, right? Feel so lonely. Oh. Well, I can't see it yet, to be honest, Lynn, because, like, you know, there is a part of preordained destiny that does show us, if you feel really badly that you really do need someone, you got to find that within yourself to feel comfortable with you first, right? Because if not, when these circumstances come up for you like this one, you can find yourself getting really hurt over it, but leading yourself into very dangerous situations by really wanting someone, which means that you'll latch on to anybody that will do what they did to you. Waste your time for 3 years or 2 years, right? Because if you had a lot of self-confidence and a lot of like, fuck this noise, this really does seem weird, right? You know, I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life, but I don't need you. I can just get someone else, or I'll be on my own because I'm really comfortable on my own. You'll make more snap decisions and you'll have more of a stronger energy, right? Because if you're like, no, it's okay, I really want someone because I'm lonely, you can put yourself into very strange dynamically, you know, situations like this. Yeah, it's not really confidence though. Okay, it's not confidence. What it is like not wanting anybody. It's difficult for me to say because it doesn't happen overnight. It only happens to you when you've learned, and that can be a lifetime, you know. And sometimes we have to get used to realizing that we may not ever be with anybody. You know, just imagine this, and goes out to everybody. If you're not with anybody and you actually don't find anybody in this life, who are you got to rely on? Yourself, right? So whilst you're waiting, you might as well get to know yourself and like yourself, right? Do the things that you like doing. Because believe you me, and I'll tell you the truth by being in long-term relationships, that when you're in them, you lose your independence. You lose your free time. All the things that you like doing, you have to give up for your partner, more than likely. So being in a relationship is not what a lot of people think that it is when they really want one. They get in it. Ask Danielle. Danielle, go on. Well, go on, Danielle, tell them. What's it like? Right, because it's so true. Because your whole life might mean that you don't meet anybody. Okay, and the last thing that you want to do is not enjoy yourself when you are not with someone, because if that doesn't happen, you're going to spend a long time not liking yourself, feeling lonely. So you might as well get used to liking yourself and doing the things that you want to do while you're waiting, because you're alive. Okay, because I'm not going to be able to tell you that one, Lynn, in a reading, because that can be a long time, and time cannot be predicted in tarot. Okay, but what I can tell you as a question is that this geezer that you've been talking to has been catfishing you. Okay, but don't feel embarrassed about it or bad, right? Because it happens to the best of us, and it happened to me twice, right? I really have places to see. Good, travel. You know, go out. I go out on my own all the time. I've been out today for 3 hours on my own. That's good. Yeah, do that. Go. You know, it's nice to go with someone, but again, yeah, it is a little daunting, but trust me, if you try it, you might really enjoy it. You know, you really might. And you could meet someone. Just think to yourself, you know what? I'm going to pack up and I'm going to go somewhere on my own. Right? And I'm going to go in the bars and have a drink, you know, and say like Spain or somewhere. And just think to yourself, I'm going to meet someone when I'm on holiday. And you could. Right? And you're like, oh my God, I didn't realise that when I go on holiday on my own that was so daunting, I could actually meet my life partner there. Right? Instead of hanging around where I don't never meet anyone, go somewhere where you might. And the best place for that is on holiday. Right? Do it. So, where was the other person, sorry, that has been trying to get my attention for a while? Christina, where are we? Where is thou? Christina. So no more questions after Christina, because I am going to have to cook my tea and it's getting late. So my daughter is 2 and has come home from a visit and has said he cuts her hair because she was naughty. And she also said the girlfriend's hurt her and he's choked her. The fuck? My son had confirmed this as well. Go to the police. Can't do a tarot reading for that one, sweetheart. Are you as emotional as me? Christina, you need to elaborate a little bit more on that one. So if somebody has been choking a child and doing anything like that, man, y'all need to go to the police, quick, sharp, snappish. You need to take photographic evidence of bruises. Whether it's true or not, you go to the police. Whether the child has to prove it or not, it doesn't matter. You go to the police, you go to the social services. My child has complained of harm. Police. You know, now, like, you know, get off here and phone the police now, right? So get yourself off YouTube and phone the police, right? Honestly, if someone is harming a child, you need to go to the police. It's not a spiritual question. It might be scary, yeah, and it probably is, but again, you know, there is nothing spiritual that can sort that out. It's the police. You know, don't feel ashamed or anything. No one has to ever feel ashamed or embarrassed or anything that comes out on here. Your life is your life, and what goes on in it is your own. No one is ever judged. Thank you, Penny. Right, 2 last questions and no more after that. Okay, so we've got Miss Erica. How you doing, Miss Erica? I think I did yours before. Yeah, definitely, Christina. Let me know how it goes. Join Discord. Discord's free. I would quite like to know how it goes with that child, okay? Because that's really important. So if you can join Discord, and then when you know what's happened and you phone the police, let me know, please. It doesn't cost anything to join Discord. It's free. It's who you're going through family court with. Oh, okay. Well, then you need to definitely report that. That's for sure. 100% report all of that and tell your lawyer or solicitor, whichever way you call them. I have up above. Oh, okay. Sorry. I've got so many questions coming through that I can't keep up with who's sending what. But yeah. Well, if you are like afraid before your court case comes up, go to the police, because the police can still do things even though you're going to court. Okay, you can still go to the police. My lawyer's already been advised and we are still waiting. Okay. That's a very iffy one. Because I'm not the law and I'm not a lawyer and I don't know your I know your circumstance, but I don't know the law. Then there may be where you might have to wait and be advised by your lawyer there. I'm 63. Should I give up on dating? No, never, Penny. Gotta love that question. You're never too old. Just look at Peter Pan. So where were we? Sorry, Miss Erica. Miss Erica, what's coming up for Miss Erica, please? Well, Miss Erica, what is going on with this 5 of Wands, Dave? Miss Erica. Oh, wow, you're getting sexually frustrated, sweetheart. That's what's going on. So, don't forget, the last 2 people I'm doing is Miss Erica and Janine, right? So, No way. I don't know. Are you sexually frustrated or have an argument with this geezer? Yeah. But yeah, there could be sabotage. There could be sexually frustrated. If a person has ADD, there might be possibilities there, but it's very important to make sure that your partners are who ain't, right? Let's see. I mean, it's a common thing, right? Right, we're all adults here. Let's talk about it, right? So it's very important to know whether a person has attention deficit disorder. If they have ADD, right? This is like the Five of Swords is my ADD card because it's trying to get people's attention, right? If a person has ADD and they're really not feeling like it, it's because their dopamine doesn't give them a rush. It doesn't give them a reward, right? So it can take a very long time before a person feels like they're in the mood for it. Because that's a mental health condition. That is a very difficult part of being with someone that has ADD. Okay. Oh my words. Looks like you're using the old like electronic tools as well. Yeah. Oh dear. What is it with these women and vibrators these days? Well, there's a sexually frustrated dynamic here. I don't know who's saying yes and who's saying no, but someone could be going, no, yes, no. That there is a complete, like, yeah, sexually frustrated dynamic there. Miss Erica. Eight of Cups. Oh dear. It looks like a 1 minute wonder or a 2 pump chump to me. It looks like a hello, wham bam, thank you ma'am, see you later. Why are my cards in reverse? I don't know. There's a very strange dynamic going on in here, Miss Erica, but I don't know why. On the cards, did he even care about the family we had? Who gives a shit? If he's beating children or cutting their hair, who cares what he thinks? Sounds like a very violent person to me. And if he's with someone else and he's got you involved with the children and he's playing you off, you really don't really want to be caring whether he cared or not, because you're dealing with a, you know, Miss Erica. Miss Erica, what is going on with you, Dave? Come on. Sabotage, attention deficit disorder. Here we go. Right. It's come up in a lot of the readings just lately. If a person has ADD, they are not sexually active all the time. If you're a Leo, stop acting like a pussy. Right, here. Arguing, dynamics. You're not paying any attention to me. Why? Because they have ADD or you do. Possible chances. Arguments, mind games, no sex. Frustration. Could have ADD. Okay. Does this person have ADD? ADHD? Says it in the card, look, trying to get your attention. Why are you not paying me any attention? I'm so sorry you're going through that. Okay, yeah. Christina, I mean, it is a bad circumstance, sweetheart, and I agree with you, and I agree with everybody else. But, you know, come on. You gotta wake up there, sweetheart. You know, if your above question was about the children and how bad that is with him and that other woman, the last thing that you really need to be concerned about is, did he care about the family? You know, you need to try and move on there, because that is a, you know, for 3 kids under 8, there's no way in hell I could have one anymore in my home. Yeah, so, you know, I wouldn't worry about whether he cared or not, because You know, you're going to have to let that one go. You know, what he did or what he might did or why did he, and all of the diddies and don'ties. No, that I'm aware of. Okay, so not that I'm aware of, but again, is he or she, but someone here might. Attention deficit disorder and ADHD is not very popular, but it's widely spread now that a lot of people have ADD or bipolar. But this is my attention deficit disorder. These are my sexually frustrated cards. If somebody isn't able to have sex quite a lot, it's because they have ADD. So you need to look into that because it ruins relationships. Okay, because it also gets very aggressive. Person with ADD is doing their best, always doing their best. But if it doesn't seem like they're doing their best to the other person, then it isn't the person with ADD. It's the other, it's like yourself trying to get to understand why you're not paying me any attention. Okay. Why do I not feel loved or wanted? Why is there so many arguments? Because you're not paying any attention to me. It's because there's attention deficit disorder. Could be mental, not spiritual. Okay. Not right at the moment. It's going to have to be our next time because I've been now too long and it's getting late and I'm finishing at Janine now. Have to put an end at some point. King of Wands. Married couple or relationship under the radar of like children, Miss Erica. I'm just a Virgo. I'm just a Virgo. What's up, B? What's the Five of Swords? I'm just a man, my intentions are bad. What's going on, Miss Erica? It's the sense that don't make any. You've got ADD. This person could have attention deficit disorder. Okay, law and order. Things going to court maybe. Things that are unfair, unseen, don't really know. I don't know. There's a lot of self-sabotage also. This is like extremely unfair, very unbalanced, not getting enough. Like, you know, I want more. Yes or no, no or yes. But it could be that yeah, but no, but kind of maybe sort of, don't know. You know, what do you mean no? Well, yes. Well, when? Tomorrow. Oh, sorry, I'm going to have to cancel my plans. It'll be next week. What do you mean next week? Sorry, but I'm busy at work. Well, I'm busy washing my fucking hair. Okay, then don't. Right, don't then. Right, who are you paying attention to? Someone else? Why are you not paying any attention to me? Attention deficit disorder. Has a mental illness. This is a mental illness. His brain is unbalanced. It's in the reverse, by the way. This here means unbalanced in reverse. So this means attention deficit disorder. He's got a mental illness. Okay, divorce. Yeah, also. Divorcing. Yeah, that's there, divorcing. But I would definitely say that, well, I would say that there's a problem here. But yeah, that's like, you know, getting divorced, separated, so on and so forth. Arguing at court over a marriage here. What is it that your biggest question is, like, Miss Erica, like, when is that going to end? I just want to know when the kids are going to get some justice. Yeah, could be a long time. Where is my lighter? There it is. So basically, Miss Erica, the divorce is still going on, the separation is still going on, the kids may be still being involved, the separation is still going on, and there is no change from what there was before, unfortunately. Still the same. Yeah. Still the same. Ducking and diving and coming and going. So Janine, what's going on with Janine, please? What's coming up before Janine? What's coming up for Janine? What do you need to be aware of? Well, that the person's getting divorced, separated, keeps going backwards and forwards in your life. You're waiting for him to get divorced, right? What does Miss Erica need to be aware of? Wow. Well, that it hurts and that I mean, are you his only option? Because his wife is there, so it's hurting. Does he have other options? Will you waiting for him to get divorced mean that he will choose and want to be with you after that? Miss Erica, what does she need to be aware of? Wow, what you need to be aware of, Miss Erica, is the fact that you're dealing with a narcissist. Well, someone that's being controlled also by another person. So all of these are very bad cards to have, to what to be aware of, because you're in a third party. The person could have other options other than you. He could also be a very controlling person, but I don't know. But he's definitely in a very controlling energy. But, you know, if I was just doing a straight up what should I be aware of, the person's gaslighting and got control issues also, very stubborn and not accepting things, could have other options, and he's got you and this other person involved in it. How well do you know this person? Because if you've been waiting for this person to get divorced forever and he's in and out of your life like mustard, he might ghost you. When he's finished with all this, just ghost you and go somewhere else. And you could have been wasting your time all this time waiting for him to get divorced. And eventually when he does, he turns it around on you and ghosts you, and you end up with no one and you've wasted your time. You know, that's what you need to be aware of. Is this person wasting your time? So last person is Janine. Janine, where are we, Janine? Janine. For anybody needs to join, people asking for questions, you need to join below, but that'll be next time. Janine. So Janine, happy-go-lucky. Something going on with your child here. Working. Trying to find another job maybe. Supporting your child. Janine. Coming up for Janine. The devil is here. Could be your ex. Children. I mean, I know your story here. Ish. But again, yeah. Toxic situation with ex. Child involved. Trying to work. You've got a karmic situation around your work. Meaning that Saturn is a paying back energy. When we're given anything in life, it's by the devil. God does not give us good luck and fortune or money, because the devil does, because it's Saturn. Saturn is the devil. It's the leading planet of Capricorn. Capricorn is the devil, and what gives us things like money is the devil. It's not God. God doesn't give us money. The devil does. Right? So, you know, for the people that always have stuff, you want to think if you haven't got much, you don't have much to pay back. You've actually got more than anyone else if you haven't got anything. Right? Why? Because if you've got a big car, you've got a huge mortgage, you've got a huge bank account, you've got a huge tax bill. And you've been given a load of stuff by the devil, which means the opposite. Okay. So, Janine, you've got a toxic ex, you've got karma around your work. This might not be why you probably cannot find any other, because you've got Saturn trying to stop it from happening. Meaning, like, it's preordained destiny, Capricorn. The Wheel of Fortune means preordained energy. Okay. Yeah, karmic energy around your work means that if you can't find any, okay, that's because destiny of the Wheel of Fortune, that isn't present, but this kind of is. Karma means that you're only getting what you get. So if you can't seem to find much, that isn't anything else stopping it. It's not because you're trying so hard. It's because Saturn is putting a stop to what you can and what you can't have. It's trying to take it from you. So if that be your ex-husband, it's trying to take your children. Okay, this is a taking energy, the devil, right? Because it's an influencing energy as well. Janine. What's coming up for Janine? Four of Swords. A lot of stress. Not much happening. The same energy. Continuing on your diet though, Janine. That's really good. Nine of Cups is always water retention and dieting energy. Janine. Something coming up in the future. He is trying to take my kid. Yeah, there you go. That's trying to take the children. Janine. Manifesting something good here. So tell me what's going on around the Page of Wands. Yeah, that's a fight for justice energy there. The truth. Seeking the truth, or the truth is being revealed to this person, but by the devil. The sword is Archangel Michael, sword that cuts the devil, that kills the devil. But because the child is being influenced by the sword, that means being influenced by the devil. So tell me more about this devil energy. Yeah, by your ex-husband here, trying to take charge and lead of what, because your son here is more than likely seeing this energy as a more stable one for him environmentally, because he's a child, but right, so what your child is being influenced to see externally, environment, that this environment is dangerous but is more stable because the Emperor is here. And Capricorn can also represent money and giving things, and like, I can have more stuff when I'm here. You know, I can influence you with sweets and gifts and, you know, tempt you with all these things to get you to come here towards the Emperor, making promises, okay? Giving light to the future, making it look more brighter than where you are. I think we've already gone over this. It's just in your reading. How do you turn it around? Well, like I said at the beginning, you can't stop the hands of fate. If your child is old enough and really wants to go, then, you know, you can keep saying no. You know, but he's definitely looking in that direction because he's focusing on what he can get, being influenced. You can't stop it. It's destiny. It's what's the star? Yeah, unjust, divorcing, separating, but justice is not going in someone's favor, you know, because like I said, this is like things that you're seeing as an unfair advantage, right? Is a sick git, yeah. I mean, to you, yeah, but you know, it's an unfair, just energy. It's, you know, the trouble is when it comes to things like this, you know, it's destiny, it's preordained, it's, you know, the Fool. You might be in love with a Piscean here. In your love life, there might be a new person coming along. I don't know what your child is. There's a trip and a journey energy there. Could be your child though. Is your child a Pisces or Gemini? Here. Could be a friendship. But I don't know, because that's not representing that, because that's future, and then in the near future, there's still no signs of divorcing, like a refusal to get divorced. And that is also things that you're seeing as very unfair, that it's not fair. Here. What's the Magician? Oh wow, Queen of Swords in reverse, yeah. Someone's being very manipulative, but this is also like, it can also be like you as a mum here trying to like find out an answer about how do I stop this from happening, but you can't here. Because it's also turning your life upside down. Okay, and what you don't want to do is start, like, because the devil is trying to manipulate your child, and if you start playing games with your child and stopping him from doing what he wants to do, he might turn around and dump you here on your own and say that it's you that's stopping me from doing what I want to do, and turn around and say that you're being manipulative and stopping me from doing what I want to do. Because this is also a mum, but it's in reverse. Okay, so it means, how do I stop this? But your child, because he's caught in the middle of it, he's being influenced by the devil and the emperor to say that there are temptations over here and a better life here than here. You're finding it like to the point where it's not fair, but your child could end up seeing you this way, that you're not being fair, you're not letting me do what I want, but I know better because I'm your mum, I don't give a shit. And then you'll have arguments with your son, and then he'll see you as the Queen of Swords in reverse, trying to stop him from doing what he wants. So you're in a bind, you know, you're in a complete bind, because he will start seeing you trying to control his life, which is what you are doing being a mum. You're not in the wrong, but you're in a complete circle, you're stuck. That's why Pisces is here. You're in a bind and you're stuck and you don't know what to do and you don't know how to get out, because you can't, because you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do you want your son to start seeing that you're controlling his life, or do you want to let him go and then lead your own? It's down to you. Right, I know it seems harsh, and that is a harsh way of putting it, but that's the truth. That's what's there. Your son can either turn around and say that you're controlling his life and not letting him do what he wants, or you can let him go and then, you know, I don't really want to get involved, because I'm not telling you to let your child go, and I'm not also saying keep fighting. I'm just saying it's down to you. You know, I want him to be safe. It's not safe there. Like I said, I know, I know, but like, you know, I mean, you know, just let him see you as someone that's controlling his life. Then that's probably easier. It's probably better. You're gonna have to like suck it up, and you're gonna have to like put up with maybe the abuse that he's going to say to you for stopping him from doing what he's being influenced by and saying I know better. But as a child he doesn't, so he's going to hold you accountable and resentment for it. He will do that, but if that's the road that it takes, then that could also be an energy that you're going to have to face, is him seeing you as that until later on in life, you know. Okay guys, so I am going to have to hop off now, because I'm getting so many other people also now asking for questions, and I've been doing it for too long. So we will continue with it all next time. Thank you all for coming along though. Divine Crackle. Everything is, yeah, it's getting better now. Whatever's going on or was going on up in the sky has been very testing. But I think we're just kind of coming out of it, because I feel slightly better. So anyway, thank you all so much for joining. I really do appreciate it, and I will continue on another night, and we'll do other questions and answers for you guys that didn't get them. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.